Kim Kardashian is facing backlash over North West's finger piercing. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and updates. Kim Kardashian is once again in the center of online discussion, and this time it is about her daughter North West and a very surprising style choice. North, who is only 12 years old, has become a topic of debate after being spotted with what appeared to be a piercing on her finger. The look caught many people off guard and has sparked countless reactions across social media. For some, it was simply another example of Kim Kardashian's children living in the spotlight and experimenting with fashion. For others, it was a reason to question Kim's parenting decisions and wonder if a child that young should be allowed to make such bold choices. The moment that grabbed people's attention happened in Venice, Italy. The city was hosting its famous film festival, and Kim Kardashian was there to receive a humanitarian award during the DVF Awards. As always, Kim's presence brought cameras and paparazzi, but it was not only her outfit or her award that made headlines. It was the sight of North by her side, walking with what appeared to be a double dermal piercing in the middle of her finger. Photos from the event quickly spread across the internet, with people zooming in on North's hand to see if what they were looking at was real. Soon enough, the discussion moved from simple curiosity to widespread debate. The idea of a child with a dermal piercing raised many eyebrows because this kind of piercing is not like a regular earring. A dermal piercing does not have an exit hole. Instead, the jewelry is held in place by a small anchor that sits beneath the skin. To insert or remove the jewelry, the skin needs to be cut or opened out by a professional piercer. This is not a small decision, and it requires careful aftercare. It can also be painful and prone to rejection, especially on areas like the finger where there is constant movement. Because of this, many online observers began to question whether North truly had the piercing or if it was possibly something temporary or decorative. A few weeks earlier, in another set of paparazzi pictures, the same spot on her finger had been visible, leading fans to believe it was indeed a piercing. Adding to the curiosity, in a recent TikTok slideshow that North shared on the account she runs with her mom, the finger appeared to be covered by a band-aid, as if hiding or protecting the area. This only fueled more speculation. North West, being the daughter of two of the most famous people in the world, is no stranger to attention. She has often been seen wearing bold outfits, unique hairstyles, and eye-catching accessories. Many people believe she has inherited her parents' love for creativity and expression. Kim herself has mentioned several times that North has a strong personality and is very confident about her fashion choices. But the piercing issue has opened a larger conversation about parenting, rules, and whether children should be allowed to make such decisions at such a young age. In many states within the United States, laws require parental consent for piercings on minors. Some states even set a minimum age limit for specific types of piercings. This has led critics to wonder whether Kim should have allowed the piercing or whether the procedure was even legally done. Online commenters argued that it is one thing for a child to wear stylish clothes, experiment with makeup, or put on temporary accessories, but a piercing like this feels far more permanent. Critics felt it sent the wrong message, suggesting that a 12-year-old is being encouraged to make adult-style body modifications too early. Of course, Kim Kardashian has faced criticism about her parenting choices many times before. Being in the public eye means that every decision she makes regarding her children is magnified and discussed endlessly. From what the kids wear, to what they post online, to how they are raised, Kim has never been free from people's opinions. She has often spoken openly about being a single mother in many ways, saying she feels as if she is raising her 4 children largely on her own, despite Kanye West being their father. This statement has drawn both sympathy and criticism, but it highlights the pressure she faces. Now, with North's finger piercing in the spotlight, the conversation about Kim's approach to parenting is louder than ever. At the same time, some voices online defended Kim and North. Supporters argued that every family has different rules, and if Kim felt comfortable allowing the piercing, it is her decision as a parent. Others pointed out that celebrities often live by different standards, and their children are exposed to fashion, art, and trends at a much younger age than most kids. They argued that North is expressing herself and that Kim has always encouraged individuality. Some also said that people might be overreacting because it is only a piercing, and children around the world experiment with similar things, though maybe not always at 12 years old. Still, the piercing in question is not just any small accessory. A dermal piercing, especially on a finger, comes with real risks. Experts in the body art community have explained that the finger is one of the most difficult places to keep a piercing intact. Because hands are constantly moving, touching surfaces, and coming into contact with germs, piercings there are more likely to get infected or rejected by the body. This means North would need to take special care to keep it clean and avoid complications. The idea that a 12-year-old is responsible enough to do this on her own has made people doubt whether the decision was a safe one. Critics have used this to argue that Kim might be putting style and image above her daughter's well-being. Interestingly, the debate has not only been about the piercing itself but also about the larger picture of how much freedom children of celebrities are given. Many feel that kids like North grow up faster than ordinary children because they are surrounded by fame, wealth, and constant attention. From attending fashion shows to being photographed on red carpets, North's life is very different from that of a typical 12-year-old. While some admire her confidence and style, others believe she is being exposed to things too early. This piercing, they argue, is just another sign that she is being pushed into adulthood too soon. On social media, the reactions have been divided. On TikTok, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter, countless posts have appeared, with people sharing their opinions. Some make jokes about the piercing, others create memes, while many write long threads criticizing Kim. A number of fans tried to shift the focus, saying that the piercing is not a big deal compared to all the positive things Kim is doing, such as her work in criminal justice reform and her recent award for humanitarian efforts. They argued that people should not ignore Kim's achievements just because of one fashion choice made by her daughter. But as is often the case with celebrities, the personal life and family details tend to overshadow the professional accomplishments. What makes the discussion more intense is that North is not just any child. She is the firstborn of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, two of the most influential figures in pop culture. From the moment she was born, she has been in the spotlight. Paparazzi photos of North as a toddler filled magazines, and her appearances on her mother's reality show kept her in the public eye. Over the years, she has shown a strong personality, often speaking up in public or showing her own taste in clothing. This piercing, whether temporary or permanent, only adds to the growing impression that North is carving out her own identity at a young age. Meanwhile, critics continue to emphasize the role of parenting. Many comments accuse Kim of allowing her children to grow up without enough boundaries. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.